I'm here with Scott Gross, and today we've got some football action live against Alvirne. We're going to be pulling from Hudson TV's stream today and talking over it like we normally do. So, Scott, I'm excited. Are you?
Yeah, big game tonight. Let's talk about last week, though, if we could. What a great game against Bedford. And you know, one of the things that was hard for us as commentators was the feed, and it was far away. We couldn't really acknowledge some of the players, and I watched it again. And there were a couple of players that I just want to give a little bit of a shout out to. I'm going to start off with Belanger, Nate Belanger. What a great game, not only on offensive line, but you called his name on defense, but, you know, he was the center, and he was involved in a ton of blocks.
Yeah. In the absence of Antonio Capos, he made some great plays from that nose tackle position, and it really looked like he solidified himself maybe as a starter when Capos comes back and Capos shifts to that edge rusher, or we could see Belanger stay on the line and Capos fill in at nose tackle.
Then I had a lot of guilt.
Welcome, folks. We are here, ready to go in Alvirne. Once again, we had to cut our pregame show just a little bit short as we're going to see the Goffstown Grizzlies trot out onto the field. For their first drive, it looks like the kick ended up right around the 33-yard line there for Goffstown, as we're going to switch to a different camera angle here.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies are going to be in the white uniform. The Alvirne Broncos will be, and I guess it's also maybe a dark maroon.
Something around there.
Yeah.
So we're going to see the Grizzlies come out for their first drive, and here we go. Jared Hinault in the shotgun form, as we're going to see some motion from Caden Perry, and he's going to end up with it there. He breaks it to the outside, and he's going to get a nice little gain. That one's going to put him right around first and 4, I believe.
And really a great block. I don't know if we can have replay here, but Uzi Monpoyo, what a great block.
Yeah. So we're going to go tempo here for Goffstown. That's going to be a quick no-huddle offense. His call's going to come in from the sideline, and Hinault's going to get the snap right away here.
Good protection.
Sets up, rolls out. He's going to tuck it and run.
He's going to watch out against the clock.
And he is close to the first down.
I think he's about a yard shy of the first down.
And let's see where they spot it.
He might get it.
Oh, they're going to give him the first down. They're not even going to measure. That's a first down.
It was a tough angle for us to see that one, but really a good job by the offensive line, giving Hinault a lot of free time. Look at that. They sealed it pretty well, but look at the speed.
Yeah, Hinault, we talked about it a little bit last week about how much he learned from Charlie Keith and how Charlie Keith's athleticism has really rubbed off on Jared Hinault, as we're going to see the pass dropped by Jonah Lopez. So it was the first I believe that was the first pass attempt as Caden Perry's play was considered a run. So it's just a simple little like bubble screen there. More of a quick curl route there from Lopez. And
you know what? You could make an argument that it's probably good that he dropped it because he wasn't going to get much there.
So we're going to see a run here from Picard, who's going to spring it for just a couple more yards. It looks about
stop. I think probably about 4-yard gain.
I'd say it's closer to like 6, Scott.
I thought he got pushed back, and then
we'll have
see
to
where
see
his forward progress is.
Where the spot is here. So we're going to see, that looks about 6 from my count.
Good blocking by the offensive line.
Some names we weren't able to call, Halpern and Leidick there on the offensive line, as
that's going to be a first.
Zach springs this one to the outside, and he gets the first.
Good block there by Jonah Lopez as well.
Those wide receivers. So we talked already about the offensive line, but the wide receivers have done a great job blocking for these run plays today.
Yeah, and I will also say offensive line, Pierce, we talked about it in pregame, Belanger. Is there going to be a holding penalty? I think so.
Not sure. The flag looked like it was a little farther than...
Well, they're calling it on Goffstown because they're moving the ball backwards.
Holding, yep. Going to be on Goffstown. Third down.
And it's going to be a long third down. Unless it depends where the spot was.
Yeah, so that looks about where they started. So I'm going to guess it's... Oh, I don't believe that was an offsides because you can't get it.
No, it wasn't offside.
Yeah,
it was a hold, but it was probably where the spot of the ball.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pass play.
Deep drop back. That's swatted down. That's not going to be a fumble. That one's going to be a screen blown up quite well by Alvirne.
Yeah, but look how tall the defensive line. Number 84 for that would be Brendan Graham. So he gets his mitts up there.
Yeah, that was a great play by Graham there.
Yeah. And that's what you're taught when you're a defensive lineman or you're rushing the quarterback. Get your hands up. It's super. I bet you he's probably all 6'2", 6'3". He looked like a pretty tall player. And it'll be Picard in punt formation at the Goffstown 45-yard line.
So we're going to call this one a 4th and 9, Scott.
Yeah. And a very high kick, but not that
No, that's
deep.
A very good punt.
And
he's quickly wrapped up, but he doesn't get brought to the ground. Now he does.
Yeah, so he actually lost 5 yards on that one.
These are much better angles than what we saw against Bedford.
Gracious, and not to mention the fact, but give our friends at Hudson Television, right?
Yeah.
A lot of kudos. You got multiple cameras on this game.
And it's
you're right.
Wonderful
crisp.
Quality.
Yeah, great quality. Again, no disrespect to last week, but it was challenging for us. But now, we're seeing the huddle. So the quarterback is Kyle Gora, and from our scouting report, he's one of the best athletes on this team. So he's super strong, got a great arm, very athletic. And it's a hand up the middle, but quickly corralled. Look, that was number 70. Who got the tackle on that one?
I'm not sure who got the tackle, but Scott, something big that happened last week was Goffstown's defense against the run just could not hold up.
I know.
And right off the bat, first play, you see a run
I think
stuff.
It was Pierce. I'm not positive on that one.
Pierce is right there at the nose.
They play a three down lineman.
Looks like you're going to see Cooper Flanagan come in on that far edge as well.
Pitch.
Maybe a pitch. And again, another great run play.
Yeah, and I think
stopped by Goffstown.
And I think that one was Duval.
Yeah, I believe that was Duval coming up from the safety position there. Look at the conditions that we're seeing here in Hudson. It's a little foggy. We can see everybody's breath. It feels like October.
But the beautiful thing here is that, I know it's a disappointment for Goffstown's parents and friends to not be able to go to a game, but you're getting a great camera angle here. Quick pass out to the flat, and Goffstown just destroys that play. So this will bring up a 4th down and probably 6 or 7. So
great defense here.
Awesome defense. Good speed to the ball.
We're going to see this.
Maybe this was a is it a screen?
Yeah, that is a screen. That's going to be
It was a screen.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday, talking about the types of screens and stuff. That's going to be a bubble screen.
And Uzi was in on that tackle as well. So he's made his name or his force definitely in this game. And now we got a punt formation for the Broncos. Who usually returns the kicks?
It'd be Caden Perry and Aaron Duval, I believe, is normally back there.
It's almost a Halloween. Oh, there's going to be problems here. And
intercepted.
Oh my goodness!
It's intercepted and taken back for a touchdown.
Woo,
what a play by Goffstown.
That was crazy.
That's a just awful play there for Alvirne.
And a touchdown by Caden Perry. Look at this. So he's in trouble, and then rather than getting tackled, he just chucks it up right into Perry's hands.
Easy catch for
Walks
Perry,
right
and he
in,
walks
and it's
right in.
Oh my goodness. Good pressure by guess who? Number 11.
Uzi. Boyo. What a play. So
every time we say Uzi, what's craziness. So are they going to go for?
I believe they're going to go.
They're going to go for 2.
Why is it lined up on the 5-yard line? I'm mistaken. That looks.
No, you are correct.
The paint looks a little odd on the field here. Jared Hinault's going to take it and get in. Wow, he refused to go down.
He broke 3 tackles there and just muscled his way in.
So we saw a 2 rushing touchdown performance last week by Jared Hinault, and now he's going to get that extra point.
Yeah. What I didn't understand there is I didn't even know if you were going for 2 that you'd be at the 10.
Yeah, no, that was a little odd. Maybe there was a flag or something that wasn't called.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there.
But look at this on this replay here. He missed tackle here, another missed tackle there, goes out and now he just drags number 42.
And then another missed tackle.
21, and he goes in for 2-point conversion. So quickly, Goffstown goes up on the Caden Perry interception.
Actually, that wasn't a 2-point conversion there. They didn't call Caden Perry's a pick 6. I think they just called it an interception. That was the touchdown because the field goal unit just went out for Goffstown and kicked the extra point. So Goffstown's going to be up 7-0 rather than 8-0.
Okay.
And Caden Perry is only going to be credited with an interception, not a touchdown.
Now, why did they say that?
I'm not sure about that one, Scott. That's going to be something for like a rules analyst to
and
understand.
We're not the rules analysts. We need Justin Huff.
We need Justin Houghton here. I believe he's most likely in
Unless they
Hudson.
called him down before he chucked the ball up. You follow? Like his
That could
knee,
be
maybe
it.
the
Yeah, that
quarterback's
could be
knee
it.
was down.
Maybe his forward progress was stopped.
Or there's a whistle.
Something like that.
Okay. So Goffstown will kick off at the 40.
Something we saw Goffstown struggle with. They already got an extra point. Now let's see how this kickoff goes.
Right. I heard that the kicker got some extra coaching from a former college player this week. And
it's going to be a line drive.
Line drive kick, but quickly covered by Goffstown. Great special teams play by number 20.
That's Jeremy Hinault. So we see a great play on offense from Jarrett, and then we see his twin brother, Jeremy, come right out of the gates.
So
get a good play on special teams.
Just a line drive kick, so you don't have a whole lot of time to react. Right about, the 30-yard line, and he gets stopped at around the 36. So.
And it was a great leg tackle. It looked like Jeremy gives up a little bit of a size
Jeremy's
advantage
a really good tackler.
He is.
He's
got
sound.
his fundamentals down, that's for sure.
So the Broncos will take over at what appears to be, I'm going to give him the 37-yard line. First down. And that was Gora under center.
You're going to see a
And
middle
hands it
linebacker
off,
blitz.
And just
Great
gang
defensive
tackle.
play.
Duval's in on it. I think Uzi was in on it.
Uzi was in on it.
Just a lot of speed. Look at Goffstown's speed to the ball here, folks. And the safety comes right up. That's Duval. And just
Uzi sends a little smoke at him there at the end of the play. That was
just a great read by Duval on that one.
I think we've said it a couple times, but kudos here to HCTV, Hudson Community Television.
My goodness, this is
incredible
awesome.
coverage so far.
Look at this shot.
This is an incredible shot. That's going to be a false start.
That's going to be a false start on the guy who, I think it's the same guy, 84?
Yeah, who made the defensive play.
Yeah, that was Brendan Graham, who made a great defensive play, but he jumps off sides. False start, I should say.
So Aaron Duval has two tackles already. Yeah. I don't think that's showing up in the graphic
there'll be
there.
More.
But
there might be 10 at this rate.
So Alvirne's going to get the false start. Great graphic there on Hudson's end.
Yeah.
Nice little flag and false start.
I think they're looking to get the Emmy this year.
Possibly.
The cable access. Look at this. Is an unbelievable
we haven't had a
shot.
home game yet, so.
Goras, he's going to run the ball and gets quickly stopped. There's just a lot of speed on the Goffstown defense, and Hinault in on that tackle. I think as well as Duval coming in.
That would be Seth Osborne, who I believe got that tackle.
Nope, it was number 5.
Yeah,
Seth
Osborne. So
I apologize.
So it looked like he tried to get a stiff arm there at Osborne, and Osborne just wrapped him up and said, "No, thank you," and brought him down.
I'm not sure what happened on that one, but Duval gave, I think it was 55, a little business at the end after that one. Safeties are deep for Goffstown on a 3rd and 15. Here comes the rush.
Design bootleg, and
he's going to get, and he throws the ball away. That should be
that's
grounding.
An intentional grounding.
There's nobody around.
No, he is actually outside of the tackle box because it was a design bootleg.
But he has to get it back to the line of scrimmage, right?
So yeah, let's watch it here.
Let's see what happens. So everyone breaks free, but
great play by Cooper Flanagan.
Yep.
And that one does not get to the line of scrimmage.
You tell me, like, who,
And it is pushed back
and
here.
They called it. Okay.
Good call by the refs.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're signaling here.
I have no idea. It's a 4th down, though, so the punting unit comes in for the Broncos.
They were calling for substitutions.
Yeah.
Somebody made a substitution.
You're allowed to substitute if you bring your punting team in.
Yeah.
Lofty punt.
Yeah, weird
Very
snap
short punt.
and over end, but it's going to be juggled. Just sit on that one.
Sit on it.
So Jeremy Hinault just ended up sitting with that one.
Those types of kicks are the hardest.
Yeah,
when it's
so
an
it was
end over end
rolling punt
there. And let's also talk about it rained this afternoon, so you probably have a wet field, wet ball.
And you've got all that condensation from the fog and things like that. So.
But I'll tell you, man, you are so right. Hudson Television.
Hudson Community Television. It's HCTV, Scott.
HCTV A+, my friends. This
lots
is awesome.
Lots of love to HCTV
Oh my
here from
goodness.
GTV. So if you're tuning in to GTV,
Send them, go on their Facebook page and
drop a
thank them
comment. Thank
for their
them.
awesome camera shots today.
As we're going to see Jared Hanault come out shotgun and quick handoff to Zach Picard, who's going to break this one.
Tons of room.
And
look how he protects the ball there. So again, that was Graham who came up for the tackle, and Picard just quickly tucks that under, protects it, because that ball can get stripped real easy.
Scott, we said his name during pregame, but just look at Nate Belanger off the center position
Yes.
here. He creates that great gap along with the guards
and look
there.
at Lopez blocking all the way down, 10 yards,
Yeah.
15 yards down.
Great play for both of them. See an edge blitz here from Alvirne, and that's where Zach Picard's going to take his route, and he gets a first down as well.
But just, you've got to, if we're going to show this on the instant replay, you don't get holes like this. Look at the offensive line here.
There's even an extra blitzer coming off that side, and it does not matter. Great opportunity for Picard to get some room, make some moves,
Is that
and get outside.
I'm sorry, Leidick. Leidick in on a good block there.
Quick slant to
And he
Mpoyo,
threw it behind him,
but he came down with it.
but Uzi picks it up. I think Uzi's eyeing for like player of the game.
I think if the game was to end right now, Scott, I
Yeah.
think he would be awarded with it. He's getting a little love from his quarterback.
Fast. Yeah, he's super fast, and that one was a tough catch because the ball was thrown slightly behind him.
Yeah. So we're going to see the signals coming in.
So we're getting a score alert coming here for Bedford, I believe. And this is one of our new wrinkles here at GTV. We're trying to.
We're going to see it after the play here from Goffstown. So a new thing that Hammond has implemented in this offense is these hand signals, so the plays can be called easier from the sideline.
Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen.
Great move by Lopez,
And
who's
he
still on his
sheds
feet.
He sheds a tackle, and he gets a first down and goes out of bounds. So tough grab, and a nice move by Jonah Lopez.
So we're going to see the score alert here.
All right, thanks, guys. And a little game break here from Bedford as Central is at Bedford after a 3-and-out. Manchester Central throwing this one up, and it gets picked off by
that was from the
Zwickau.
Central
No
Bedford
score
team.
yet,
Okay.
but excellent field position for the
A
Bulldogs.
little technical difficulties. We're learning some new stuff here tonight. And here's a quick pass over the middle to Perry. Caden Perry, and he's close to a first down. And if that ball was thrown just, a little bit better, I think Caden Perry's off to the races.
That
But
could
he
be.
had to slow down just a little bit, but he was wide open. Picard in the backfield with Hanault at the shotgun. You got Uzi in the slot. And that route over the middle is open all day long, and Hanault's going to hold on
take
to
the
it.
keeper, and
the
they're
cameraman
following
got faked out.
Card. Looks like Hanault's down to about the 5.
Yeah, so that was such a good fake that the cameraman got faked out.
It was a good play by Goffstown.
It was. Hanault is just having just a great first couple of games here. He's reading the defense super well.
Yeah, he's definitely showing. He's a senior now. He's showing that.
Yeah, he has so much poise.
Yeah. Good run
And-
blitz there from Alvirne.
Yeah, so
and
again, Goffstown on that one, I got faked out because I thought that there was a handoff to Picard, and it wasn't. It was Hanault held on to it. So that just goes to show how long that Hanault holds on to it, you see?
Yeah. That was a good play by, I believe it
was.
was number 5 coming off the edge. I believe that's the quarterback.
Yeah, that's Gora. He's, like I said,
Gora.
he's the all-around athlete there.
Quick play to Lope.
That should be a touchdown.
No, that's Will Sasso. I called his name a couple times. I said he's a sure thing.
No, it's not Will Sasso. It's Will Sasso.
Will Sasso. He's going to get the touchdown here. He's like, he is the best.
He is your
some
guy.
of the best
No,
hands.
listen, he's your guy. It sounds like he's your guy. You talk about him.
No, he's
a
got
lot.
great hands. Watch this.
I
This is a
understand
tough
that.
catch.
So it's almost like a back shoulder in a way, right?
Yeah.
It's a back shoulder throw, and Sasso, you're right, great hands, and
I
he
think
hauls
this is
it
the
in.
first time I've seen Will Sasso ever wear gloves.
All right, so number 75 for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
Easton Bradley, good snap, good hold. That's going to be
And I
good.
think the coaching has worked very well during the week, so great job by Bradley.
Jared Hanault, 10 yards rushing and a touchdown. So
But that was a spot where only Sasso could catch
get it,
the ball.
yeah. And if the corner did make a play there, it's going to be pass interference because it's going behind him, and he'd have to weave around.
Well-designed play. They saw that one-on-one coverage. There's no help, and Sasso's tall.
I think Hammond listened to me. I said,
red zone threat.
Red zone threat. I said, Will Sasso, red zone threat.
So now all of a sudden you're on the coaching staff.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
We'll ask him this week.
Sure. You think he's going to admit to it?
I think so.
I think he takes credit on his own.
No, I said it. I asked him when we met with him yesterday.
I understand. We did meet with the coaching staff yesterday to see what was going on, and
maybe Jarrett Hinault took my call there. Maybe he did, because that's who he throws it to.
Look at this eerie fog. That's a good kickoff.
That's a good kick from Bradley. It's going to go down to about the 25.
Goffstown better get in there. And
return.
So it goes to show that was a really good kickoff, but Alvirne was able to organize a return there, and they got up to like at least the 40-yard line, I'm thinking, maybe even beyond that.
So the thing with those short kicks, Scott, is you don't allow the blockers to set up. So there was some good blocking there by Alvirne, and I think that's why it got so far.
This is something that, they're starting off at like the 43-yard line for the Broncos. The same thing happened last week in Bedford, where every time Bedford got the ball, it was around the 40.
But I think it's a different story here, as Bedford's offensive game was explosive.
I agree.
And
right
Alvirne
now,
has been
Alvirne does not seem to have as nearly as a potent offense as Bedford. And again, the Grizzlies have just been so quick to the ball. And it's a design run by the quarterback for a first down. It looks like he's close to it. And that was a design, run by the quarterback.
Yeah, and we mentioned it earlier. He's an athlete. He's an athletic
Good
quarterback.
blocks, though. That was I couldn't see it on the replay, but he sealed the middle against Goffstown.
See if we can get it on this run. 74.
74, and then there was another good block, but 74 had a really nice block. That is, try to give these guys the credit when I don't have a 74 on my roster. The middle handoff, but he gets stopped. That was Osborne and
Flanagan
it looked like on the tackle. Picked up about 3 on that play.
So Scott, biggest thing in this game, sad to report that Peyton Strickland is out, at least for the foreseeable future. We're waiting on results on a test to come back, possibly something there. But Strickland out, and he was the player of the game last week, so it's a big loss for Goffstown.
Yeah, so he won't be playing tonight, and Capos is also out. And organized keeper by the quarterback, and he gets about 4 on that. And Duval, and I'm trying to see who else got in on that tackle. But it looks like they're just having their best athlete take the snaps and run. So Gora goes right up the middle and gets
Duval
taken down.
And Ryan Cody.
Yep, Cody, my man Cody. So this is probably the shortest third down that Alvirne has had in 3 possessions.
Oh, easily, Scott.
Notice what we learned is that the ball is held due to COVID. The referees do not touch the ball. The officials don't touch the ball in these games, and that is going to be close. And you're going to go for it here on 4th down. You're down by 2 touchdowns. I think it's going to be a 3rd and maybe a long 2. And Alvirne will definitely go for it. There's nothing to lose here.
If I'm Goffstown, I send another middle linebacker
and
blitz
a flag
from Cody.
came out, I think.
Is there a flag there? Not sure about that one, Scott.
Something came out, and maybe they're dropping laundry just for spots of the ball.
Yeah.
So it's a 4th down, and they're saying 3. It looks like it's a long 2. And I'd be surprised if Gore doesn't run up the middle again. And he does, and he collects a 1st down. Picks up about 5 on that.
A little bit extra.
Yeah. And let's see who's in on that tackle. Again, when your linebackers and safeties are making tackles, that's not very good. Not a good sign. And they're getting good push. Now, Alvirne has been able to push the defenders of Goffstown off the ball. So that's going to end the first quarter, Broden, with Goffstown leading 14-0 against Alvirne. So they were able to pick up their first 7 on a defensive play. Turnover very deep into the end where they were then able to convert off of it. And then it was just a really beautiful drive by runs by Picard, catches by Uzi, and Will Sasso with the touchdown. So really good camera angles. We can learn a few things here, I think. Don't you think?
Possibly, Scott.
What do you mean possibly? You always learn from your competitors. And I think that these are the field shots that we need to be getting.
Yeah.
Good switching. So it's that classic October eerie foggy night. Last night was a full harvest moon.
Yeah.
Which was incredible.
Just looking at the conditions on the field, I feel like Monster Mash should be played.
It was the monster.
Exactly.
Got a good crowd, and folks, for those of you watching, as you probably know, in Division I athletics, the home crowd is only the home crowd. Visitors are not allowed on these, at the field. So you have the pleasure of watching this on GTV. And next week, Goffstown will take on Concord, and it will be our first home game here. And I think it's a 1 o'clock start. So Alvirne, with its deepest drive so far, and they're at around the 31-yard line, and that's quickly gobbled up there by number 2 for Goffstown.
Ryan Cody makes a great play coming from the inside linebacker position here.
3 yards. That brings up a 2nd and 7.
Belanger was also in on that tackle, and I think the nice part about that play was Belanger really stood up the center, and then he was able to slow down the forward motion of that line.
Haven't seen much noise here created yet by Matt Dalton, so let's see what Dalton can do coming off his edge.
Dalton's getting doubled, and that's a fumble, and it's recovered by Alvirne.
Yeah. That was looked like a quick option there from Alvirne. They're going to get the quarterback and the running back both moving the same way, and it doesn't look like they're both thinking the same way.
Yeah,
that one was
dropped.
dropped.
An option is something you got to practice because it's all timing, and it can go really, really well, and it can go really disastrous, like you saw there where you fumbled the ball. So 3rd down and 7, but again, they're in 4-down territory. A receiver in motion, I should say, and a quick pass, but dropped to number 23. And again, we I don't even know who some of these players are, unfortunately, because we took the rosters off of Max Preps, and the numbers aren't matching up. He lost his footing a little bit too.
Good play by Cooper Flanagan.
Yeah, he was all over that.
Making sure that if he did catch it, he was down. So good play by Flanagan. Just heads up, making sure.
So a long 4th down and 7. And let's see what they do here. I wonder if it's another one of these quarterback draw plays. And
he bootleg and
he gets taken
Flanagan
down
with
by
the
Flanagan.
Sack. So that would have been Flanagan's 2nd sack, but the last one, it was that intentional grounding.
You got it.
So he came unbluffed from the edge.
Yeah. And he didn't over pursue there.
No,
and
he was right there on the back.
Took down Alvirne, and Alvirne's quarterback is a great athlete.
Yeah.
So that Goffstown will take over on downs now.
Great play by Cooper Flanagan there. He's already got a tackle. He's already got a sack.
We talked to Coach Hammond, and he spoke really highly of Cooper and just his work ethic at practice and just how tough he is. So again, you've got trips to the lower part of your screen, and it's going to be a throwing play. Long ball, and just doesn't quite connect, but not by much. And
Lopez had the separation
Lopez was fast, and I love that throw. It was a good throw. That's one of the hard balls to catch.
Watch Lopez's release.
Yeah.
That's where he's going to start to get some separation, and then he just uses his wheels. He's a track athlete, Scott, so he uses that speed and that skill there to try and get that separation. Just a little long on the pass from Jarrett, though.
Comes a blitz, and Punt over the middle.
That's going to be Aaron Duval,
Aaron
rather.
Duval. But again, that route, that's the route that Strickland ran last week. And it's there because you sneak behind the linebackers.
Well, Scott, one of the best football terms, throw towards the blitz. That blitz came from that middle. There's going to be a man who's not there anymore. So you want to throw
first down
towards
for
that blitz.
Goffstown. That's going to be a handoff to Picard, who sheds a tackle.
Great
and
blocking
could
go
go all the way here.
Makes a
Cuts it
cutback
and that's
inside.
gonna be
Wow,
it, folks.
what a
touchdown. Woo. What an incredible run,
play.
Right?
Yeah.
A couple of missed tackles, but I think you have to give the credit to Picard,
and that
cutting it back and cutting it back.
And that downfield blocking there by George Pierce really set
let's
Picard
check
up.
that out. I think you're absolutely right.
There's a flag,
oh, no.
Scott.
Is there a hold or something?
So that actually wasn't Pierce. I believe that is.
But do they?
Halpern downfield blocking, great there from him. And that cut back inside, right there. Wow.
Yeah. Well, looks like it's coming back, or it depends where there was the flag. So that will be erased. And let's see what the call is.
Still waiting on it.
And since the ball is being brought back to the 30, doesn't look too good.
No,
yeah.
Whatever the outcome of this play, Zach Picard, incredible run
Oh
there.
my goodness! I mean, he needs to go get some water after that run. But so that goes all the way back to the 33-yard line. Still first down though, and Picard takes the handoff and he sheds a blocker, and he's at the 47-yard line for a first. Well, maybe it was a 1st and 20. So let's see.
Scott,
Probably
he just kind of laughed in your face. He's like, "What's water?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't need that," and he gets a good gain here on 1st and 20.
Yeah, so he picks up most of all those penalty yardage, and I think he's about maybe, what do you think, 3-4 yards shy now? Oh, they're saying 8?
Really? I don't know.
We're not there, so we can't see the chains.
So we're gonna see Empoyo in the backfield. He's got that speed that can cut to the outside, and he's gonna take it up the middle instead. And
he takes it to the 50.
Right at midfield.
And it looks like we're going to get another score alert. Try that one again, right? We're trying this new gizmo here at GTV. And here's a replay from Uzi, and he gets wrapped up. I think Uzi's strength would be more towards an outside.
Outside, yeah.
Outside.
He's got that speed, and he's a little bit smaller than Picard.
Yeah, so 3rd down and 5. Uzi's in the backfield. And he takes it, but he's going to get wrapped up quickly. He loses 3 yards. So now let's see what Goffstown does.
84 has had some great plays.
He has.
Graham has had some great plays on defense.
So let's see what Goffstown does. I mean, this should be it's going to be a 4th down and 8. So here's our score alert.
All right, thanks, guys. And checking in on that Bedford game. This one has been a really tough battle. Nobody seems to be able to get any ground and be able to score so far in this one. In fact, lined up for a short field goal, and it is blocked. Still 0-0, knotted up in Bedford between Central and the Bulldogs.
It was a blocked kick.
Thanks, Adam, for that score update. That was a good blocked kick. He was right in his face.
Offsides by the defense. So now does this change things? So now it'll be a 4th down and 3 at around the 50-yard line. I say Goffstown goes for it. So it must have been like a hard count or something.
Yeah, good call there by Hammond.
So they're going to go for it on presumably is a 4th down and about 3.
They're calling it a
It's not.
4th down.
It's not. That's
7.
what it was.
Keeper here from Hinault, and he's going to push forward. So they called it a 4th and 2.
I think he gets it because I think that the graphic was not correct.
Yeah, it updated to 4th and 2 about midway through the play here.
So Hinault he keeps it, and everybody got faked out on that one. Do you see that?
Yeah, it was a good read.
Yeah. So a 1st down for Goffstown.
You can
Card
see
in the backfield.
You can see all the players' breath coming out there.
Will that be interference?
That could be a pass interference. It looks a little early
so
there.
They're saying
from the
a good breakup, and that was Duval. Great camera angle here on this replay.
That was actually going
It's good
towards
coverage. That was
Sasso.
Oh, you're right. It was Sasso.
I'm not sure if I'd call that good coverage, Scott.
He was
that
right
looks,
on him.
looks like there was a little extracurricular with the hands there.
Picard cuts it back. He picks up 3 or 4. That'll bring up a long 3rd down and 6. But you're in that 4th down territory. You know, you're not going to kick a 48-yard field goal here.
Zach Picard already has a very good game.
He's getting, well, that 1 touchdown was called back, but he's picking up 5 and 6 yards at a whack.
Right now he's averaging about 8 per carry, I believe.
Screen.
It's a screen.
He cuts it back.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have an answer for his cuts.
Yeah, no. So if you look towards the bottom of the screen, you're actually going to see some other scores that are going on right now. Doesn't look like there's too much going on throughout the state.
Oh my goodness, Belanger and Pierce. Look at these guys, man.
They're so far downfield.
They are
Scott.
like, I'm glad that we can see this, because last week we didn't give the offensive line the credit that they deserve, but Belanger and Pierce, it was crazy how good they blocked. Here comes a quick pass. It's like a floater.
Lofted up there.
That's a crazy throw.
That could be an offensive pass interference.
No, it's not offensive because
no, that's offensive pass interference, Scott. Watch this. Jonah Lopez just throws down the safety here.
Well, he doesn't.
Just watch it, Scott.
No, he's looking at the ball. Come on. It was uncatchable anyway.
That's a push.
You're such a critical person. You're so critical.
I think that's a push, Scott.
It was close. It was close. We're supposed to be homers on these things, no? Another pass play. Too high. See? And that's going to bring what? 3rd and long. 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
So why do you think they went away from the bread and butter? I mean, here you are. You're running the ball so well. You got Picard who's picking up 5, 6, 10 yards at a whack. Why not just keep running the ball?
You got to give Picard a breath, and you also have to understand that they could just come out in a run set every single play.
Uzi's in the game.
And here we're going to see Alvirne come out in a run set as they're going to send 2 middle linebackers right up the middle, and Uzi breaks it to the outside.
But he doesn't get it. See, I think that's where Picard cuts it back.
Yeah.
And I think Uzi is more of a receiver type. And this is where you cut it back right there. And he goes to the outside.
So if I'm going to compare them for all of the NFL fans at home, Uzi's more of an Alvin Kamara, and Zach is more of a Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry hybrid.
All right. So we got a long 4th and 7. Goffstown is not going to kick a field goal. At least they don't look like they are. You'd be looking at probably a 28, 30-yard field goal here.
Looks like we're just focused on extra points at this point.
Yeah, which is fine. And here comes a pass. And that's batted down, and good job by the Broncos, number 23. And again, I don't even know if we have.
I don't think we do, Scott, sadly.
It's sad. Yeah, we don't have. Sorry about that, folks, especially on the Alvirne side. So,
Scott, you were saying getting away from this bread and butter. It looks like almost every single one of Goffstown's pass plays have either been a screen or a slants over the middle.
Yeah.
So I think if you're that one go route maybe from Jonah Lopez is a different thing there. But I think if you're him and you start to switch up the offensive play calling here.
I'm okay with doing that, but I also would like to see, Caden Perry had an incredible year last year. He caught a ton of balls. He has not been thrown to a whole lot. One ball?
Yeah, he was GTV's co-offensive player of the year with Peyton Strickland.
So run up the middle by the Broncos and quickly stopped. And the running back, But see, Goffstown is at Osborne 5. He jams up the middle. And in on the tackle was that Flanagan?
Flanagan and Halpern were both in on the tackle.
Yeah. I'll give that one to Flanagan. Halpern's played a nice game tonight, too.
He has played pretty well.
He's been all around the ball. And also another player that Coach Hammond says just fights a lot. He's really gritty in practice. So you got to see Mikey Levesque, who had that interception at the last game against Bedford to seal the deal. He's number 1 in the lower part of your screen. A run and nothing there. Is that Uzi?
Great play by Uzi Mpoyo there.
Yeah, Uzi's playing super defense. And Uzi's not like a huge guy, but he tackles super well.
He's listed as an outside linebacker, rather.
So that's
false start.
False start. And are they going to take it?
I believe you would in that sense, because
you're so far Yeah, I think I agree with you because you're pinning them down like within the 8-yard line, maybe 10.
So Uzi, who's the second running back, also has some decent stats, about 4 yards per carry in his 2 attempts.
They're right around the 10, and it's a long 2nd and 12 pass
To the outside.
and quickly knocked down by Mike Levesque.
He stepped up to that ball quite well, I will say.
He probably got mad at me because I told him he was playing too far off his guy last week, and he was like right on his mug on this one.
Watch him step to this
Look at that
ball as
beautiful
quick as
play.
possible.
Oh my goodness, that was good. Awesome. And I like the fact that he went to try to bat the ball down.
Yeah.
Good technique.
I don't know if you'd consider that a football move, so if it does pop out there, it's an incomplete pass.
I know.
So 3rd and 7 here for the Broncos.
That was awesome coverage. So long 3rd and 7. We got a runner in motion, and the quarterback keeps it. He's going nowhere fast. And that's
Uzi Mpoyo.
Uzi
Mpoyo with a sack. He's playing great today.
He is.
He is balling out.
He's all over the place.
So it looks like they are taking a piece of paper and putting it where the ball should be to mark where the ball should be, since the refs are not getting the ball.
I'm surprised we're not getting another score alert from Bedford that the steak tips are ready over there. But
great food in Bedford.
They do. Very good food. Really good burgers. And here comes the punt. High snap. Punter gets it off.
That's
a block.
I don't know if that was that blocked,
I don't know.
Scott?
It looked like it was blocked. It went out at the 28-yard line. Was it a shank or a block?
Let's take a peek here.
Let's see. Couldn't tell. The 30.
I think that's
shank.
That's clean off the foot,
That's
Scott.
clean off the, well, the way that it came off of his foot, it looked like one of the Goffstown defenders was in on that, but it wasn't.
I don't think it did.
Yeah.
I think the thing is there, let's go into the mechanics of kicking here, Scott.
Yeah.
When you kick a punt, you want your foot to be relatively flat.
Yeah.
In that case, it looked like he sent his foot straight up to the sky.
That would be a problem.
And it made the football kind of twirl backwards a little bit.
So what do you call that when that happens? That's like a...
I'm not sure, but a shank. Let's just call it a shank.
It's a shank. And
fake the handoff to Perry, and Hinault's going to keep it and keep going.
And see, you can't tackle this guy.
Wow.
How long he is.
He was a state champion wrestler last year.
Get off me.
And now he's just a quarterback.
Yeah. Look at this.
And a great one at that.
He eludes a tackle right there, spins out of it, and then as he lowers his shoulder right here, bam!
Boop. And just tossed him. He threw him to the side. He was just like, all right, you get to go out of bounds now. You get to go out of bounds now, right here. Yep, bye. And yeah, I'll push forward for another 2.
He must have worked out a crazy amount in the off season. He looks so strong.
He's gonna give this one to Picard though, and it looked like he had a lane there to cut back into.
And we wouldn't have noticed that if it wasn't for the great camera angle.
Yeah, very good camera angle. Once again, HCTV. Not HGTV, HCTV, folks.
I watch a lot of that HGTV.
You do?
You do? Yes, I do.
I wouldn't pin you as an HGTV.
You pegged me wrong, man. I watched that, like, Love It or List It.
Love It or List It is okay.
Right.
You a little homeowner fan there?
Yeah.
This one's going to be a touchdown for Zach.
He's going to the house there, so touchdown for Picard. That looked too easy.
He was almost untouched. They got a hand near him. They didn't really stop him, as he's just going to walk in for the touchdown there.
So you're not a Love It or List It guy, are you an HGTV?
I'm more of the Netflix special tiny homes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And those ones are interesting. I think once you get away from suburbia stuff, once you can get those interesting homes, I think that's where I start getting a little more interested, Scott.
On that play, nice block by George Pierce. And here's the extra point.
It's good.
And good job. So we struggled with the extra points.
Yeah, he had 1 attempt, mind you.
I know, but they look good. All 3 look good. So Goffstown leads now 21-0.
I think Zach may have a couple more yards than that. Just not sure, though.
Look at that beautiful shot.
Yeah, we need monster mash.
In some respects, I've been to a couple of games where it's been that foggy.
Yeah.
With the lights and everything, and you can't see the field. So maybe we're better off, being here in the studio. But
it's also probably quite cold out there, Scott.
Yeah. One of the things I do miss about going to these away games is that you do get the food from the concession.
I don't even know if they're doing that this year, Scott.
They are not allowed to do it. So that's why we're not missing much in that respect. So next week in Goffstown, there won't be any hamburgers or sausage or anything.
It's a shame. Not even a Gatorade.
Nope. Goffstown's going to kick off from their 40. Good kick.
Pretty good kick.
Yeah.
Obviously, that coaching from
And a solid tackle made by number 2, my man,
Ryan Cody. Not Joey Cody, because you messed that up.
Ryan, listen, I'm allowed a mistake or two here or there. Right?
Scott, you're perfect, I thought.
Far from it. I told you, I watch HGTV. These are my flaws, man.
I mean, honestly, Goffstown's offense has looked pretty close to perfect coming out of the gates here.
So they're saying that I got a problem with my microphone now, and who knows what's going on.
Oh, Scott, you're a mess.
I'm a mess.
Where'd your microphone go? Come
right
on,
here.
man.
It's right here.
Ugh, can't take you anywhere, Scott.
So got 2 minutes left until the half, and they'll be able to do a mic check. And it's a handoff up the middle. And he picks up he picks up 4 or 5 yards. Oh yeah, no, now you're gonna pick on me. As soon as I said love it or list it, everything went downhill.
Love it or list it is a good show. I'm not
Everything
dissing
went
you on that one,
downhill
Scott.
after that.
Scott, I'm not dissing you on that.
My problem with that show is that the lady always underestimates the cost, and there's always a hidden thing and she can't get it done. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Handoff up the middle and quickly pulled down by Dalton. And even McCune doesn't like my love it or list it stuff. Now he's coming out.
You're like an old married couple. Jesus.
Here's my doohickey.
Oh, we had to call in technical support. We got Adam McCune coming in here.
Unmasked. No, we're
Can't
not
even-
saying that.
Scott,
I mean, here we are.
Scott can't even keep a microphone clipped to his shirt, so I don't know why he's
it's horrible.
trying to say something to Adam McCune.
A minute and 14. No, listen, I appreciate him coming in, trying to take care of me.
He didn't close the door, though.
He didn't shut. Right, he hasn't shut the door. You know what? This does feel like we're in our basement, like watching this thing, right?
Yelling at the TV, being like, "Oh,
Exactly.
make this play instead." Yeah. He still didn't shut the door. He just kind of tapped it
Great
that
shot
time.
right there of the coach for Alvirne in the huddle. So Cooper Flanagan, 2 tackles, a sack. He's been all over the place too. The Goffstown defense. Granted, you're playing a completely different team in Alvirne versus
Bedford.
Gonna do another score update, and you know, this is devolving quickly.
Yeah.
Like here at the GTV studio.
Looks like the clip isn't showing up, so this is a great play.
So Alvirne on a 4th and 3 yards to go, and a throw by Gora, and let's see what happens on that
I
one.
think that's
He threw that away,
incomplete.
right? Incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Sasso in on coverage, and Hinault.
Look at the fog.
Yeah,
The fog,
it has
Scott.
rolled in.
What is the elevation on their field? How many feet above sea level
I
is
have
it?
no idea. Look at that. It is so foggy there. What you didn't see on that replay, Belanger was going up the middle from his nose guard position, and he sucked up two offensive linemen on that play. So now it's 4th down and 3. All right. I thought it was 4th down and 3 before.
Never know.
And I'm surprised that they haven't tried that with the quarterback keeper, and he
gonna
gets
stumble.
it. Awesome job. He gets it.
Kept his balance.
He
quite
did.
well there.
And the clock will stop while they move the chains. Although it looked like only 4 seconds went off on that play, so it must be the hometown scoreboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm glad you can count this high,
Yeah,
Scott.
just trying to see what they're doing here.
He shakes off a sack,
And he throws it to a receiver. So was that Dalton that was on him?
I believe that was. I couldn't see who
No,
was coming.
can't
around
be
the edge
Dalton.
there.
77 maybe? Let's see. Belanger takes like 3 guys.
I think that's George Pierce and
No,
Osborne.
it was Osborne was right in his mug, but
Both getting
Belanger occupied 3 offensive linemen on that,
Yeah.
and I think he drew a holding penalty as well.
So Belanger has been making incredible plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, so he's another one that, you know, And this game has been great from the sense that we can see all the work that, say, Belanger and Pierce and Halpern are kind of doing up there. So we couldn't see that last week.
No. So again, we're just going to keep saying it. Thank you to HCTV. This has been incredible.
Give them a like on their Facebook page, folks. So we got a 1st and 20, definite passing situation here. No pressure for him, and
pretty good throw, and that's
caught. So a great grab by, we don't know who it is, but we don't know who. They don't have numbers. Trust me, I looked. We printed the roster off of the internet.
There's no number 2 on this roster.
46 seconds left. Great job. That was a 40-yard gain.
Calling out the mic there for Alvirne's quarterback.
And
he's going to spikes
it. Which is weird because he's got 3 timeouts.
I think he was trying to figure out something.
Yeah, but why do that? You got 3 timeouts.
Not sure. That's
you
just
lose
a waste
down.
Of a down, yeah.
Yeah. What an awesome grab.
Good catch, yeah. It looked like it was quite contested, too, with Mike Levesque.
Well, maybe we'll get a better replay here.
Wow.
Yeah, what a great play.
That was a very good play. Good throw as well from Gora there. I don't know if his hands are on his hips for a flag or if he's... Because that would be offsides.
The sign is for offsides, but I don't know what they're doing.
That's pass interference number 52?
Can't be. Can't be. It was a dead ball. But it was a dead ball. So maybe they're waiting to do something with the clock. That's what they're doing. They're asking to put time on resetting the clock.
So that's why he was pointing.
Correct. That's why we can't see that. We're not at the stadium, but they're resetting the clock.
Probably to 52 seconds.
Yeah. It seemed like a lot went off that clock on that play because it was around 55 seconds.
So 77.
No, it's not. It's not that many. It's not a minute and 17 seconds. That's impossible.
They started the drive with a minute and 11.
Well, all right. And the clock that you're seeing on the screen, folks, is the graphic that is coming from the Alvirne, from GTV. I'm sorry, for HCTV.
Yeah. I believe they're actually connected to the scoreboard, so.
Well, they're still having issues. So I'm not sure if this helps Goffstown or the Broncos.
I believe it's going to be in the Broncos' favor because the Broncos quarterback did complain about it. So.
No, I know that. What I'm trying to say is in terms of this long delay, in terms of the time.
Help. Yeah, so they're going to set it back to 47, and now it's rolling. And
how about it's good enough? Let them play. 46 seconds. Another pass coming.
He's wide open there. So that's the first play that I think hasn't made the best play on defense.
A first down? No, it's not a first down.
Their
clock is going. They still got 3 timeouts. Why don't you call a timeout?
I'm not sure, Scott.
Fumble.
But he picks it up and
he's in trouble. And now he's going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, that
was awful. You can't do that because from the Alvirne perspective, I say that because this is like a 2-minute drill. Give your quarterback some time here. It's like
I don't think they were expecting the double middle linebacker blitz from Seth Osborne and Ryan Cody.
No, I'm going to give you a great play by Goffstown, but this is high school football. Give your quarterback a chance here.
Yeah,
it's a different story if you had no timeouts.
So we're going to see the score alert here from Adam.
All right, guys, thanks. First, in this age of COVID, you have to be creative when you have to move the ball. Well, the official needed to make an adjustment here in the Bedford game, and you can see him kind of scooting it there between his feet. But we finally have a score in this one on a little bit of a wildcat formation. Sanchez takes it in from the 1-yard line. It's now 7-0 Bedford over Central.
Well, thanks, Adam. It's 7-0 in Bedford now, and an incredible play from that referee.
The referee, probably the play of the game. I think.
So,
but the surprise is for me on that Bedford score is it's only 7-0, and I don't know how good or bad Central is. We saw how good Bedford was last week. They have a pretty good offense.
Low scoring game so far.
Yeah, very low scoring, and we're going to be playing Central this year as well at Central. So we've got
famed Gill Stadium still.
Yeah. pass play over the middle, and that's interference, or no? He just fell.
He fell.
Okay.
I think he fell there. So I'll take it here. He did fall. There was no push there. But I still think.
Yeah, but that ball was
that's
uncatchable, that other one.
Doesn't matter if it's defense.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, he just fell there. Again, we were talking about conditions earlier.
And
Maybe a little wet.
Hinault
There's a
what
flag,
are they doing?
Scott.
They're talking, so let's see what they do.
He's pointing to the sideline.
Pass interference.
Pass
Oh my goodness
I'm not
gracious.
sure about that one, Scott. That could be.
Can we get a replay on this one too?
Yeah.
So let's just see. Does he push him? Oh, he grabbed him.
He grabbed the
him.
shoulder a
He
little
grabbed
bit.
his shoulder.
I did not see that in the
Yep.
first place. So yes, yeah, that is.
So that should be a first
Untitled
down,
Alvirne at the Goffstown
Yep.
19-yard line.
I would think.
Yeah, should be.
So if you're Alvirne, it's not fourth. It can't be.
It's not 4th and 10. They're still trying to update it. It's 1st and 10. Yeah. You're Alvirne. You have a great opportunity to score here, but you only have 17 seconds, so you got to make it
You
count.
have 2 timeouts. You have 3 plays.
Good play on the outside by Mikey Levesque.
Yeah.
Get past this block
Got to
and
call
wrap
a
up the
timeout.
screen.
Yeah, what are you doing? You gave up like 4 seconds on that. So that's the difference between 1 play and 2 plays. So it looks like it's a screen. And that was textbook, man. Mikey Levesque sheds the block and makes a textbook tackle. Keeps the runner, keeps the offensive player in bounds, forcing a timeout.
I'm going to be a little bit of a homer here. I don't know if you know the name, but Jair Alexander, quarterback.
I have no clue who that is.
For the Packers.
Okay.
Best screen defender in the league, and he does this exact
you
move
say that because he's
Mikey Levesque.
You've seen that because you're a Packer fan.
No, go watch the game against the Vikings.
So look at this.
He made one of the best.
Sheds the block and just textbook, boom.
Yeah. Shades of Jair Alexander is what I'm trying to say.
So 8 seconds left, and really you can make an argument here that this could be it. I mean, here's what I do. I try to throw the ball like into the end zone and at least get 2 shots at this.
If it's not there quick, just throw it away.
The hard part with this is that you don't want to turn the ball over, but
that is true.
This is a long way out.
Looks like they're going to do just that. He's
going to throw it into the end zone, and
intercepted.
It is intercepted. And just, oh no.
Fumble.
Oh no. And it doesn't matter because the clock
ran out.
But, oh boy.
Interesting play there to end the half.
And I get a call. Who's that from? Oh, it's from the producers at Love It or List It.
Really?
They appreciate the plug.
Wow, okay. Can we get Tiny Homes producers?
The score. Goffstown Grizzlies 21.
Great. Good play by Mikey, but he's got to wrap that one up. And
yeah, so first half, right? Uzi, right? I mean,
Uzi?
It's Uzi. Well, I mean, they're all playing great.
Yeah, defense as a unit is playing incredible at the moment.
Listen, we can't take away anything from Hinault and Picard.
Yeah, both playing great games. Yeah, clock ran out right there.
So that was Uzi on that one?
What?
Who made that interception?
Mike Levesque.
Mike Levesque, yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be halftime here.
So we're going to take a break?
We're going to take a little break.
We're going to watch a little TV in the meantime.
Probably going to see some highlights here at half, and we'll be back in probably about 10 minutes.
Are we going to go to You want to go to Devrient and come back?
No, I don't think we can.
Why not? We have time. Why not?
Nah.
All right. So we'll come back,
We'll
folks,
come back.
in another
Maybe
15
with ice cream.
minutes.
Maybe
All
with
right.
not.
Take care, folks. Be back soon.
Alvirne will receive the second half kickoff.
Welcome back, fans. We are back here from halftime where the third quarter is about to get underway as Goffstown's going to kick off to Alvirne. And sadly, we had quite a loss this week without a game being played. Peyton Strickland going to be out. We're not sure how long as of yet, but this game last week was incredible by Peyton Strickland.
I think he was Gatorade Player of the Week, or
I think it's like Buffalo Wild Wings,
same
Sports
thing.
Page.
Awesome week for Strickland, and just reflective of those numbers. 10 catches, 143 yards.
So Peyton, I hope you're watching from home or at least on the sideline.
Yeah, we miss you and wish you the best. Kick to the 20-yard line, and Alvirne brings it out to the 40 before they get tackled by Osborne. But once again, special teams is, I think probably needs to tighten up just a tad bit. The kicks have been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they've been relatively good. If you're the refs there, his forward progress was stopped quite early, and
I would agree.
You kind of risked giving up an injury possibly.
Yeah.
You need to call that one a little bit sooner. So we're going to see Goffstown's defense, which has held up quite well throughout the game, not allowing a single point so far. They're going to come back out onto the field.
That'll be first down and 10 for the Broncos at their 38. Yeah. So first half was really, most of their yardage was on quarterback keepers.
Yeah. And that one's going to be
fumbled and recovered by, by the Broncos. No, who are they going to give it to?
They're going to give it to...
Let's see. Well, we're getting a replay here, but we don't know who got it.
I think that's the Broncos' ball.
He just lost it.
Yeah, I think I'd award that one back to the Broncos. And
I don't know. I don't really know there because it's like, I thought Osborne had it, but it's not.
Like Ty goes to offense type thing, but Ty is actually sitting out in the studio at the moment, so we'll see what he thinks. Here we go. We see this play, and Cooper Flanagan
Not
with
much.
a nice
So
stop.
we're going to turn it over to our studio in Pinardville for a scoring update.
All right, guys, thanks once again. And in this one, looking at Manchester Memorial there in white and the Concord Crimson Tide in red. Memorial going for their first 2-0 start since the Eisenhower administration in this one. We're all knotted up. Actually, just a point difference, 7-6, and Crimson Tide have the lead.
All right.
Thanks, Adam. That was a pretty good joke. We were cracking up over that one, I can't lie.
Alvirne at the 39 on a long 3rd and 8. Goffstown's defense has been tenacious tonight. And it's a sack!
Wow! We talked about Uzi and Poyo's speed, and he brought that speed off of the edge. Wow! I felt that one. I felt that in the back a little bit for the quarterback there. Watch this.
Like, look at this. Bam!
Oh, that one.
Bam!
That one gotta hurt.
You got to take a couple of Tylenol tonight after that one, Motrin or whatever. But man,
maybe an Advil, whatever your body works with.
Anti-inflammatory.
Ibuprofen.
All right, so we're going to see a punt.
Tackle. Punts have been
New
interesting.
punter though,
and
that's a
not much better.
line driver.
Oh, and Hinault's going to pick that up and
I
get
like
about
that. I mean, he
3
picked up
yards.
5. No, picked up another 5, I think.
I
just by that play.
don't know why Alvirne's special team, they came out celebrating a little bit. You're almost at midfield. That's not something to
So,
celebrate.
Broden, this field with all the fog, right? It's like NFL films, Halloween version. So yeah, he picks it up and he gets another 3. You're right.
It's October now,
4.
Scott. It's not Friday Night Lights anymore.
Yeah,
it's Friday Night Frights.
fog.
No,
Oh,
Friday
frights.
Night Frights.
Gotcha.
Oh wow! Look at this. This is fog bowl type stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Also, I'd like to point out, Jonah Lopez has a reflective chin strap. This is quite interesting.
Did
a little
not
flashy.
see that. Lopez, speaking of which, is on the bottom part of your screen. It's going to be a pass play. Deep ball.
This could go.
Oh, he had it. Who was that?
That's Caden Perry on the outside on the go route.
Oh, man. I thought that he had a chance to catch that one. You see a replay here. So he gets separation, and it's a good ball by Hinault, who just goes back and fires it. Oh, we should have had that.
He probably should have.
No, that hit him right
in the bread box.
Yeah, that was a great throw by Hinault.
2 running backs in the backfield, something we don't see all that often.
Yeah, so they're trying something new.
Probably going to see maybe a triple
wishbone
option
or
here.
something,
And Hinault's going to take that, and he's going to get a good amount of yards,
He
good
does.
chunk of yards here.
That's a tough one because now you don't know who's getting the ball. Like now you have.
So Scott, something I'd like to see out of that set is a triple option where you can hand it off to any of those 3 backs. I mean, you see Zach Picard come out as a blocker, but where they all move the same way, they all run in different styles.
So just when you think you might have figured out, that read option, now you got another player in the backfield.
Picard's going to get this one here, though, and he's going to make a great play to get that first down.
And he's picked up a first down on that, no doubt.
Yeah.
And just great blocking again by the offensive line. Look at that seal.
Yeah.
And Dalton just crushed his guy.
That's a pancake block there.
Yeah, he just crushed him. He pulled on that, it looked like, and just pancaked him.
That was a great block by Dalton. And we haven't called his name too much tonight because he's getting those double team looks on defense. But
well, he's playing like a tackle position right now. And
quick pass caught by Perry, and he's going to keep going.
He's going to be in for a touchdown.
He's going to roll in for a touchdown.
Yeah,
What
so
a play by Perry.
Yeah, it's a catch and spin. He got more of a hit from Sasso than he did from the Broncos on that one.
So Goffstown's going to go up by 4 touchdowns here with this incredible play from Perry. You have to be wary here, though, Scott, because you're running this read option and you've got the tackle and the guard pulling. You have to make sure that your tackle and guard don't get too far downfield, because that can be an illegal man downfield.
I would agree.
Kick from Bradley.
He's good.
Perfect.
4 for 4 for extra points. So Goffstown leads now 28-0.
This looks like
in the Fog Bowl.
This looks like an overlay here from Dave
does.
Steffen. Like, this looks like something put on in our TriCaster.
I don't know. I think we should give Dave some challenge where he can find some foggy picture or something to bring up. So Hinault is 7 for 15 tonight. A couple of drops. But they have also gone deep on a few balls, which you know that those you're taking a shot on those. I mean, your odds of capitalizing on some of those passes are, probably 25-30%, but when you do, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, Scott, I can't even see the players on the far sideline.
Yeah.
This is
It's eerie.
wacky.
It is wacky.
Just going to switch the camera angle
So
just a tad.
if this score keeps going, we're going to start talking about the Food Network before you know it.
Well,
you watch that?
HGTV. I don't watch too much of the
I like
Food
to
Network.
cook.
Yeah.
I don't do it, but I like to eat. And that ball just drops into I call it the dead zone.
Yeah.
And nice tackle there. Oh, he lost the ball. And he recovered it, but good second effort. And I think it was Caden Perry on the tackle.
So Scott,
multi-dimensional.
Not sure if you know, but you call that the dead zone. I play volleyball.
Yeah.
And in volleyball, we call that spot where the ball goes and nobody really knows where to get it. Call that the campfire.
The campfire.
Yeah, the campfire.
Why is that?
Because nobody wants to go run into a campfire.
Oh, I gotcha.
And you all kind of stand around it.
Yeah, you watch. So Alvirne will take over with a first down at their 26, 27-yard line, trailing 28-0 with about 8 minutes to play in the third. Handoff up the middle and quickly corralled. Was it Flanagan again?
Yeah.
So
Scott, a little bit of next-gen stats here. In the first half, Jarrett Hinault had 6 completions. All 6 of them were to different receivers.
And they all had odd number numbers.
You sure about that?
No, I don't know. I just made that up. But
yeah, I was going to say, Jonah Lopez.
If you're going to come up with that
10.
stuff, then I'll come up with...
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, crazy.
No, but that's impressive.
It is.
Big thank you to Ty Gallagher.
Ty, who is our statistician. Another run up the middle, and he gets about 3 or 4, brought down by Hinault. And, a total team effort here on defense. I mean, yes, we've been calling Uzi's name quite a bit, but a lot of these guys are just playing really nicely tonight.
See, the funny thing is, with the twins, Jarrett and Jeremy, you could say, oh, Jay Hinault on that tackle, but you would be both of them. Or you could say, oh, Jer Hinault. No. So, Jeremy versus Jarrett.
Yeah, I hear you. So we got Toby Halpern at a defensive end position.
That was an odd play. I'm not sure where that one was supposed to be going.
Yeah, a lot of Grizzlies were in on that one, of which one was Dalton.
Scott, I have a question. I don't know if you know this one, the answer to this one. What do you call a group of Grizzlies?
Al Potvin told me that. A gaggle of Grizzlies.
A gaggle?
A gaggle.
It's a gaggle?
That's the Adam. I mean, Alan taught me that one. Yeah. Speaking of which, so Alan has moved off to Maine. So he said he'll come maybe do a couple of broadcasts, but now we're in COVID era. So we don't have 9 or 10 football games. We only have 5. Good kick this time.
That one is.
And a fair catch. You got to be careful. If you call a fair catch and you run like that, you can almost get a penalty. But so Goffstown will take over at their 40-yard line. And we want to thank our friends over at Hudson Community Television for giving us this live feed tonight. And not only a live feed, but a spectacular live feed in which we're getting like 3 or 4 camera angles and just superb work
Yeah,
by
incredible job by HCTV.
And this is something that all of the cable access centers are doing in New Hampshire, knowing that due to COVID and visitor fans are not allowed. The home crowd is providing the video feed and letting cable access centers like ourselves here at GTV the opportunity to broadcast it from our studio.
Yeah. So we're going to see Jared Hinault in the offense come back out after that punt. And he's going to stand still.
Ooh, that should have been intercepted. It was just tipped.
Just tipped. So he gets away with it there. Again, we haven't seen much passes outside of this quick slant where there's not really much of a drop back for Jared Hinault here. He just stands still in the pocket. But I want to see a little bit of a lead coming up here. So I want to see the offensive playbook switched up just a little bit.
Hinault keeps it. Fakes a pitch.
That was a great fake.
Yeah, he fakes a pitch and slows one of the defenders down. He picks up almost 7 yards on that.
He's 2 or 3 yards from the line of scrimmage here, Scott.
I know.
Just take a peek, and the defender bites on a forward pass. It was a great play and a great quick fake by Jared Hinault.
You also have to wonder, like, how long are you going to keep some of these guys in? Are you going to?
Yeah. I would love to see some of the younger talent that we've heard a little bit about. We haven't gotten to see much because of the JV and freshman games and limited fan section and stuff like that. So maybe in the fourth quarter we see some of this younger talent that Goffstown has coming up.
Yeah, so Picard picks up a first down at the Broncos' 45-yard line, and he's rushed for, like you said, 7-8 yards. As you can see on your graphic there, 76 yards on 9 carries, 1 touchdown. Epic night for Zach Picard.
Yeah, really good running by him.
Quick pass.
Slant over the middle to Caden Perry, and he could break this one again, but he's going to get leg tackled.
And
there.
we talked about this early on, is that, in the absence of a Peyton Strickland, you've got some very capable receivers, of which I think the next man up is a Caden Perry.
Yeah, and
good hands, and he can run those routes.
I think the challenge here is Alvirne came into this game maybe looking to defend Peyton Strickland, and then you've got a guy with a totally different skill set in Caden Perry, so it's going to be a challenge for them.
Hinault in the shotgun. Another pass, and that's going to be like a
back of
fade.
the end zone.
And he drops it. He had it. I think he had that, and I think he knows it. Yeah, he slaps his hand down on the turf. Let's just take a look at this one again. It is a total fade route and no safety help. At least I didn't see any early on. So it looks like it's single coverage, and the safety goes back late, number 42. So, and oh my goodness,
it looked like it could have been broken up there.
Yeah, but he had better position on that than the defender.
And Zach Picard with a good run.
And he's going to score.
He could get this.
He's
touchdown.
So we're talking a lot about Uzi, but Picard here is just
he's playing great.
He's making a case for himself.
So honestly, both of the running backs, one has been playing great on offense,
one's been playing great on
defense. So
yeah.
And Jared Hinault has been playing great, so that backfield right now for Goffstown.
All right. I want one more replay here, if I could. I want to see a replay after this extra point, because I want to show you a player. This is crazy good. And another extra point.
Perfect extra point.
I'm going to ask Dave if you can bring up another replay. I want you to watch Lopez here, the wide receiver. Look at him block. Look at number 10.
Wow.
He keeps going. And then look here at the end, another block. Okay?
What a play by Lopez.
Unbelievable blocking by Jonah Lopez there.
Got off the line
So
quick.
you can give all the credit you can for Picard. He's a tremendous runner. But when you're wide receiver, and Lopez, arguably in that last play, maybe he drops it, maybe he doesn't, but he doesn't put his head down and sulk.
No.
He kicks butt on that next play.
Yeah, so great here. 9.1 yards per carry, 10 attempts, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Zach Picard, and a receiving reception for 20.
This has just been, there's a lot of guys contributing, to this game tonight, and it's turning into a bit of a blowout, 35-0. But a true all-out team performance, and Coach Hammond and his staff deserve a ton of credit for preparing their team. Short kick, and it's going to be
caught by one of the upmen. Did they signal for a fair catch?
He did. He took a knee.
No, I think he just signaled for a fair catch.
Oh.
Yeah, which odd rule here. I don't know
can?
how this applies for the high school, but in the NFL, if you take a fair catch on a kickoff, you have the option to just come out and take a free kick. No one can rush the kicker, but they can kick from the spot where the fair catch is taken.
Did not know.
Yeah.
So we're going to be in run time, right? Aren't we in a 35-point lead?
I think it's going to be running time.
Running time, so.
I believe it was 28.
Okay. And it's going to be a handoff, but he eludes a tackle, but not
a second one. Great. Who came up there?
Yeah. So we're going to go to our studio in Grassmere Town Hall for another scoring update.
All right, thanks, guys. Over in Bedford, Solomon Sanchez is having a game today. He's the difference in this one. Gets his pick and goes up the sideline. And then on a 3rd and goal from the 1, they run the Wildcat again, and he's in for 6. It's now 14-0. He has all the points.
Thanks for that one, Adam. And last week, I said something at the half where we were like, we're not calling Solomon Sanchez's name. And then he came and he had a great second half, as we see a great play on the run here by Gora.
Yeah, Gora did a really great job. His offensive line gave him a good block.
Oh, and we're going to see a clip from Central here quick, but.
Yeah, see how we cut that one right back? Awesome.
Great play by David Seven, studio coordinator here. Goffstown, and this is just a good piece of running here for
I would agree.
Gora. You're gonna see them.
They get a first down.
Quick pass out, and that's going to be a quick little out route there. That's hard to defend when you're playing off the ball.
Yeah, but with a 35-point lead, I mean, why not? Will Sasso, play off your guy. Don't give up any deep balls.
Yeah.
And simply defend. Give him the 4 or 5 yards.
So
why
Scott,
not?
we do see a couple new faces out there on defense for Goffstown. One of them being Matthew Beard, along with Tyler Denton in at linebacker. We're also going to see
Sam Ali
in as well.
And a run up the middle. Good blocking by Alvirne there.
That tackle is going to be by Bobby Schaefer.
So it looks like we're seeing different personnel for the Grizzlies. Going to get some of their other players in the game here. And just some good overall blocking by the Broncos on that play. And again, we're in run time, folks, which means the clock does not stop.
Yeah. For nothing. The clock
nothing.
doesn't stop for
out of
anything.
bounds, you name it. It just keeps going.
You take a timeout, clock doesn't. No, I'm kidding. The clock still stops for timeouts, but. So who's on the line here for Goffstown?
First and 10.
That's what I want to look at.
Quarterback keeper. Gora. And he pushes forward, and he fumbles out of bounds at around the 20. And the clock keeps going with 38 seconds left. They'll probably get another play in. Nice kick out there.
First and 10 on the Goffstown 20-yard line.
That's a nice play by Nicholas Barry. He popped the ball out on that tackle.
Yeah.
And you'll see it here. He just puts his hand in, and right there, boop. And out comes the ball, and that's what you're told to do is, punch that ball out if you can when you're trying to make the tackle. So this will do it. This will end the third quarter. Goffstown big, 35-0 over Alvirne. And really, Broden, it's been a story tonight of very balanced play by Goffstown on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we've seen some really great performances from Zach Picard and Uzi and Belanger, but I mean, there's so many of them. Good tackling by Mike Levesque and Cody and Cooper Flanagan and all of them. I mean, we can just list every player on defense. They've just all contributed. And again, if you're the coach for Goffstown or the coaches for Goffstown, you should really be really pleased here, because when all of your guys are making tackles and making plays, you can't ask for more.
Yeah. Zach Picard, one of those people with a great game today. He's got 2 touchdowns, 91 yards.
Yeah,
Again,
he kind of quietly gets his job done.
Yeah.
He's not he's not super flashy, but he just wears you down. And you said last year when we covered this team that he was just one of those guys that you cannot seem to knock down on the first try.
Yeah, he's a second effort back. It's a great term to just describe Zach Picard. Great cheerleading performance here from Alvirne on the sideline there. On the track, rather. They're on the track. So.
Under center is Gora. Hands off to number 31, but he quickly gets gobbled up.
That's a great play by Sam Ali. He's there to make a quick stop.
Yep.
And 31's throwing his head around in shame, it looks like there. He tried to make a play, but Ali stands him up in his tracks.
And if you're like a second string type player, right? You get a chance like this.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity. If somebody kind of goes down or is out, they're sick or whatever, you can get a spot, you know, and you got to prove it.
This is your time to prove yourself, and if you can get a really good performance here in these
So Danny Leclerc, I think, is at nose. Number 71.
Yeah, I believe that's Danny Leclerc.
Yep. And it's quarterback keeper, and
he's going to keep pushing.
He keeps going. So Gore is able to kind of squeeze in through those holes created by the offensive line. And that was a big hole. Number 56, there was such a big hole, he didn't know who to block on that.
Yeah.
And that'll be, I think it's a first down.
So, Scott, it is October, meaning Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we see, I believe, everyone on Alvirne's team wearing those pink socks, and a couple of Goffstown players here with their pink towels and stuff like that to show their support for the breast cancer awareness movement.
First and goal.
Sam Ali comes off the edge, but he gets.
Yeah, I think Gore's going to go in for a touchdown here.
Probably no.
They stop him at the 1.
Short.
So looks like number 21 in on the tackle, Owen Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're seeing a whole lot of different players.
Almost an entire lineup.
Almost an entire team. The entire defense has almost pretty much swapped out here.
Yeah, Maddox Harden is out on the field for Goffstown at the far corner.
So this will be a second and goal at the 1. I say quarterback keeper again.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do.
And he's in. But a nice play by Goffstown. I'm trying to see who that was. He tried to submarine him, but he just couldn't get low enough to make the tackle. So Alvirne gets on the board with that touchdown. Let's see if we can see who came in. Broke free, but just couldn't get that tackle. Number 50.
That's going to be
Nick Barry.
So Alvirne scores what we like to call a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, it is what it is. And we're going to see an extra point here.
Timeout.
Maybe not.
Timeout by Alvirne.
Yeah, so maybe they're going to think about going for 2.
I don't know why you are.
I don't know. Why not?
They're like, oh, second string defense is out there. May as well just do this again. That's probably why.
So we're talking before about Danny Leclerc. He's a sophomore, and this is good time for a sophomore to get into a game, knowing that probably next year you're going to be a starter, and just get some good reps in a game type competition. So, once again, Goffstown goes down to Alvirne. They're not playing, obviously, Peyton Strickland, who had just an unbelievable game against a high quality team in Bedford. Didn't have Antonio as well, and they come and they pretty much dominate Alvirne, who was, I believe, the Division II state champ last year.
Yeah, and now they're moving back up to D1.
So I think Goffstown is in the number 3 or 4 in the power poll in New Hampshire.
Scott, we're a game in. We haven't finished the second game. Power rankings don't really mean much at the moment.
They don't. Yeah, and the other thing that's also really quite, we talked about a little bit of this before. I think it might have been before we even started. But Merrimack, their team, all of their fall teams are on a hiatus due to COVID-19. So they had some COVID cases, and unfortunately, they've suspended all of their athletics until I think next week.
Yeah, so I think after the kick here, we'll see their official statement that was sent out by Merrimack, and we'll see if this kick will go through.
It's a fake.
Bad snap.
Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't know if we have that graphic.
So we'll see.
We'll find out soon enough.
I don't think we do.
So maybe we don't. But so I think this is what teams are going to have to grapple with, is that you're going to have some of these, COVID-19 cases in your schools.
We're going to see Maddox Harden, who is Ty's friend.
Ty's friend.
And also a friend of mine. So good to see Maddox out on the field. And I believe he's actually number 12 rather than 15. But big shouts out to Maddox here, as well as Ty, our statistician. And we're getting into that fourth quarter, that garbage time, and we're going to start to see us winding down, and we're going to see some Goffstown TV after dark.
Yeah. So a good crowd shot by the HCTV crew. And as I was saying before about COVID-19, I mean, you're going to have an open tournament in all of your fall sports, which means that every team that wishes to participate, will be able to do so. And, who knows, at this point. I mean, right now, I think most of the players are very appreciative of even playing.
See a kick here. That's a pretty good kick. Bobby Schaefer's going to get this one. He's going to try and make a move, and he does, and he gets free, and looks like he's down to about the 30, Scott?
Yeah, it was a nice run up the middle, and he probably picked up 15 yards on that return.
So who do you think comes out here for quarterback? Do you think
Webb?
It's Webb?
Webb.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe so.
We'll find out soon enough.
Josh Webb. I was about to say Joe, his older brother, who graduated last year. It's Josh Webb. So I believe we'll
I wanted to see Nate Belanger at
quarterback.
At quarterback.
Yeah, so I could tell just by the height difference here that is Josh Webb.
Yeah.
For sure, out at quarterback, and Owen Barry in at running back. And he's going to get the handoff, and
doesn't get a whole lot, maybe a yard at tops. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage. So with that, we're going to go and have a score update from our studio.
All right, thanks, guys. I think we get all the scoring tonight because when I look at the scores around Division I football in New Hampshire, nobody else seems to be scoring. As we get this run here, 54 yards on the quarterback. Keeper! 54 yards for Billy Omahan there. It's 7-0, though. Winnicott so far over Portsmouth.
Well, thanks, Adam. We've seen quite a few quarterback keepers here, and none with a play of that size. So that's a really good run.
Yeah, Winnicott had an unbelievable win last week against Exeter. And here was a replay. Ooh, I got to be careful on that. We see how the offensive lineman, that was Danny Leclerc again.
Who
mentioned his name a few times. You got to be careful you don't get hurt on those.
See the spread set still from Goffstown is it's going to be just another run, and Barry slips one tackle.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't get
can't
much.
Past the second.
He doesn't get a whole lot. So
looks like we're just going to be in punting formation. And the question is, do you put Zach Picard out to punt, or do you put somebody else? Maybe.
I think you put your punter. You focus on special teams, because practicing special teams in game situations is always a good thing. And we'll see what they do. It's still 3rd and 10. According to
it's 4th and 9. They're going to go for it. I say here, I want to see Josh Webb pass. We didn't see.
Josh Webb looks pretty tall.
He is quite tall. He's a lanky quarterback, that's for sure. He's going to try and draw him off sides as Tyler Denton almost jumped there.
And something happened because the ref.
False start. Yeah.
You called it.
Tyler Denton, it looked like, jumped from that slot position.
Well, you might as well bring the punting team in now. I mean, I don't think you want to. You're not going to go for it on like 4th and 13, right? I mean,
I guess they are.
Really?
Yeah. What do you have to lose here, Scott? Not the game, that's for sure.
I know that, but I don't know. It's. I just assume punt it.
Well,
a lot of times what you see here is that the quarterback actually punts it.
Just a pooch kick?
A pooch kick, yeah, because, if you line up in this formation and there's nobody back, and even if you only kick the ball 20, they're going to call a timeout
and get the punt.
And they'll do it.
Yeah.
So we've got about 6.5 minutes to play until the end of the game. Goffstown leads 35-6, and just for those of you who might be joining us late, just a very well-balanced offense and defense by the Grizzlies tonight. And now you're seeing most of your second team in there who are finishing this game up. Yeah. But just a super game.
And that includes Owen Barry, who got the ball quite almost every attempt there this drive.
Yeah.
He got two attempts and 1 yard. So just a tough go, but I believe Alvirne's starting defense is still out on the field.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Foggy night in Hudson.
And I believe so. The long snapper Jeremy Hinault is out there. I just can't see the punter.
Yeah, we don't know who the punter is. I would think it's Picard. I don't think you screw around.
Yeah, that's Picard.
Yeah.
Or is it? No, that's Ryan Cody. I believe that was Ryan Cody who took the kick.
Oh, that.
Good tackle there. I'm not sure. I believe that was Owen Barry who came up with that tackle, but he got like trip blocked there. Yeah, Owen Barry with the play. Look, he's falling and he still gets the tackle.
Yeah, good. That's good. Yeah, he got
the shoestring tackle.
He fell down and was able to do it.
Great play.
Yeah, well, number one had a decent block there. Under 6 to play.
The conditions here are what make this game even better.
Yeah.
Make the fog, this haze.
You look at it's a grass field. It looks like it, and just looks at it. It's in great shape too.
It is harvest time, Scott.
Yeah.
So maybe that has.
Maybe it's
something to do
not.
with it.
Maybe it's artificial surface. It just looks good.
Delayed handoff here. That's going to go to 40. Who we're still not sure who that is for Hudson. I believe Owen Barry's going to get a little word from the ref there as he rolled over his back.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Which was actually a point of emphasis in a couple NFL games, as we saw what was called a gator roll, which took out Chris Carson's ACL.
Oof.
So it's never good, and
that's
you
why,
definitely don't want to see it at
And that's why
football.
these rules are in place, because you don't want these athletes getting hurt. You want to see them play.
So it is a different lineup out for Alvirne. We don't have Gora in anymore.
Number 15 is in under center. And a hand up the middle to number 40, and he gets taken down quickly by a whole host of Grizzlies, of which one of them was number, I thought it was 40, but do we even have a 40 on our sheet?
I think that's 50. You're looking at
50?
Nick Barry, who's lining up at that middle linebacker position, filling in for Seth Osborne and Ryan Cody. So Scott, you know what I would love to do if we're able to do it? I'd love to. We got a look in at practice the other day.
Yeah.
We got a quick view of their preparation. I'd love to go out there, just put a helmet on for a couple plays run some plays.
I think he'd let you do that.
Maybe towards the end of the season.
Yes. He was recruiting you heavily towards the end there.
Yeah, we have seen some unfortunate injuries already in the season, which is a shame.
You could almost be like Rudy or something and just, be the walk-on. Go from broadcaster to maybe getting a
kicker.
Can you kick?
I played soccer last year, Scott.
But could you kick field goals?
Probably not.
Oh. Have you ever tried?
I have.
Al and I
I'm 1 for 3
Al and I
in my
did
career.
field goals, at halftime.
Yeah. I never got called down.
You know that Al hit one at 40 yards away?
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
You see that?
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I never got called down, Scott. Why was that?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Al wanted to kick the field goals.
We're going to have to talk to whoever put that on. Sam Ali coming off the edge for a great play, wraps him up quick, and he's been playing pretty good. He's gotten that opportunity as the second string, and maybe he slips
plays
in.
That rover type position like linebacker, and see, there was nobody there who blocked down on him. So
yeah. I think maybe after seeing this and maybe a little bit of what he did in practice this week, maybe he slips in for a couple plays towards the start of next game.
Yeah.
Depending on where Goffstown comes out in, but
We have Goffstown players, some of them play him 2 ways, so.
yeah. And now Ali is lined up in direct coverage there of the motion man.
It's like a jet sweep type play.
Yeah,
just
and that's
nothing.
not going to do anything. So Goffstown, we talked about specific players, but we've talked about this being a unit on defense.
Yeah, so.
And this unit has been playing good, even second string. They let up 1 touchdown.
So we typically interview like 4 players.
Yeah.
So let's talk collectively. Let's pick 4. And I'll let you go first.
So I'll take offense. Why don't you take defense?
Okay.
Okay.
Or
so,
you take 1 offense and take 1 defense. I'll do the same.
Okay. So on offense, I'd take Zach Picard, obviously.
Okay. And why?
And he
Why?
has just been he's been using that great second effort that we've talked about a couple of times presently and in the past, and he got great second moves, and he broke 1 tackle and then broke another and then broke another. And
all right.
He just kept
So
rumbling and
I'll
rumbling.
go offense, and I'm going to go offensive line because I'm a big boy, and I'm going to go with Belanger again. And just for one, it's hard to be a center because you have to snap the ball and you got somebody constantly over you. But he's gotten double teamed, and I can also argue he's played well on the other side, but he's just been so steady, and you saw some of those plays where he's down the field 10 yards, continue to make blocks. So I'm going to give mine to my offensive lineman.
And I'll let you take the layup for defense, but for my defensive pick, I'm going to call out Cooper Flanagan, who has had a great game, and we haven't called his name too much, but Cooper Flanagan has been having a great game as we see Goffstown come up in victory formation.
All right, so for me, I get the layup, and the layup is easy because it's Uzi, and what an awesome night.
Yeah,
right.
Just incredible performance. I can't say enough about Uzi.
Yeah, so he just played so well, and I think he led that defense, especially in the second half, and that sack that he made. I mean, he crushed the quarterback on that.
It was a blindside hit, and I could feel it all the way here in Goffstown.
So that's going to do it, folks. As time is going to run out, Goffstown is going to prevail here over the Alvirne Broncos by a score of 35-6, and they're going to be 2-0 on the season. We're going to see the Concord Crimson Tide a week from Saturday here at Goffstown High School at 1 o'clock. That game will also be live streamed on GTV, but we'll be doing it here at home. And unfortunately, the game tickets are only going to be available to family of the home team. So I know there's a lot of folks in the Goffstown community who typically go to games, and unfortunately they won't be in attendance. So I'll encourage folks to watch it on GTV.
So thanks everyone for viewing tonight, and
a really big thanks to
HCTV. We can't say enough praise, but thanks, folks.
And we also have to thank our folks here in our studio. So we've got Dave Steffen, who's been in our control room, and Aiden Pena, who's helped us out on graphics, and then obviously we have Ty who did all of our stats, and Adam McCune who did the replays. So
in our Pinardville studio. Yeah.
In our Pinardville studio. So congratulations to the Goffstown Grizzlies, folks, and we will see you next week live on GTV.
Thank you. Stay hydrated.